Clemson Memorial Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Haynes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Denson. Looking for a huge play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to Johnson.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Denson. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Throwing Mensah. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back has it. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Found a little running running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
On the snap, it's Fletcher running into the open space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs, it's Pringle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The running back has it. Give him 9 on that one, sets up the 2nd and 1. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Works it ahead for 6 yards on the play. That'll be enough for the first down, and it also takes us to the 2-minute timeout. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He wants to change this route. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Trying to set up the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Denson. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
from our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Wildcats, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And this group is finally able to get into the win column after starting 0-3.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Mensah rushes on him. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They boot it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Rides to the back. Finding some room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And the defenses have dominated this football game until now. Finally, the big explosive play comes, and it comes through the running back. Nice job blocking up front. He finally got a hole, Palmer, that he could run through, and he does the rest. Yeah, the defense have been playing so well up to that point, but not everybody in their gap, not everybody taking the right angles, and he was able to take advantage of it. It's been a rare mental breakdown for this defense, and now next time they take the field, they got to lock back in, because obviously this game is still close.
Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. Stumbled to the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Under fire. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hold down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clemson is quick to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to run, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Tiger! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the right. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Miami. They move on top here in the 4th. The Hurricanes back on top.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 38, and a really nice return there sets up the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Move. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the 1st down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Johnson. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And the offense has a little bit of success. And what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run.
There's some room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Clemson jumps to the line. From the red zone, it's Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Denson. Here's a heat, and it's a sack.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a gap, it's Davidson. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's gone! All tied up now in the final stages of this one.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch him napping on the run, and nothing doing. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Hunt is on its way. Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for space, it's Davidson. and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Denson. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give on the option. Could be an alley. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Here's the pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Send the tight end in motion. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Running inside. It's Davidson. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first here in overtime.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Fletcher. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to... guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll try the right side. Bounced off his feet.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. On the move, it's Pringle. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
1st and goal, and a touchdown will win it. They'll send the back in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get it in. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
the wide receiver.
Go, go, go!
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They're going to try to win it right here. 4th and goal in overtime for the game. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. One play, win or lose right here. 4th and goal in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. The chip shot is perfect, and we'll go to another overtime period.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Tight end now in motion. Trying to barge their way in. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Throwing, Mensah. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try gets it done.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that 2-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.